I'm easier to know when you use Menin's Skin Bracer. It's He-Man aroma. Wows the ladies. Hey all, it's Vintage Vinny, and welcome to another Antique Mall haul. I visited both the Fayetteville Antique Mall in Fayetteville, Pennsylvania, and the Black Rose Antiques of Chambersburg, Pennsylvania. And we are going to be looking at all of the great stuff that I picked up in this one shopping trip. So the very first item we're going to be looking at is this really awesome large emerald green swung glass vase. I paid $5 for it. I know it doesn't really do it justice on camera, but the color of this is fantastic. I think it's going to look really nice with my cobalt blue. Now, if this were avocado green, I more than likely would be reselling it, but I love this color. So this came from Building B. So there are 3 buildings. You've got A, B, C, and there used to be a Building D across the street, but I think they have since gotten rid of it. But anyway, I usually stop in B because they don't have a lot. A usually has quite a bit of stuff to look at, and C has a lot of crafty stuff, but this time around I got some pretty decent things from there, and we'll take a look at that stuff a little bit later. So that vase was a really good find. So this was a really fun find. I paid $4 for it, on sale from $5, so that was 20% off. It's a really nice minty green planter. It's quite large, as you can see. No cracks, no chips. It does have USA on the bottom. Actually, now that I look at it, it's more of a minty jadeite green. I know the camera doesn't really do it justice, but it's still a really neat piece. So this has actually been there for quite a while, and I didn't really pick up this kind of stuff because I know on eBay it just doesn't do well, but I know at the sales the planters are a very big hit, or at least most of them are. So I went ahead and picked this one up for $4. And the last larger item we're going to be taking a look at for this haul is this really awesome 1971 Empire Santa Claus blow mold. It almost looks like he is telling someone to be quiet, I guess. He's marked Empire Plastics Corp. 1971. I did pay $15. Actually, I take it back. I got it from the same booth that I got that green planter from, and it was 20% off, so I only spent $13.50. Now, granted, that is typically out of my price range for what I will pay for blow molds. However, I've never seen this model before, and I found quite a bit of things that I'm going to be reselling to pay for this blow mold and to make a profit, of course. So I could justify spending a little bit more on something when I know that I have items to help pay for it. I found a really nice copy of a June 1948 Good Housekeeping book, paid only $2.50 for it, and what I really like about these old magazines are the ads and just the graphics of the different products that were being offered at the time. If you ever see these at antique shops or even the thrift stores or auctions or wherever you go and source your items, take some time and look at them because they have such great imagery in them. And what's even cooler about this issue is it has a Coca-Cola ad on the back. I mean, you know me and my Coca-Cola stuff, I just can't resist it. Next item we're going to be looking at is this really interesting salt and pepper holder. It looks like 2 cauldrons that are dangling from a street sign, or like a lamp post. I just thought that was super unique and super different. I'm sure it was probably a souvenir piece or like a novelty item. You know, now that I think about it, I wonder if this is from like a part of the country where there are like coal mines and you put the, like they would have buckets of coal. Although that's not exactly a coal bucket though, it's not in the shape of it. Usually they have a spout on them. Anyway, so these came from a booth, and they were originally $9, and I would never spend that on these. And then they marked it down to $2, and then the booth was half off, so I paid $1 for them. Those will be available at a future live sale. Or if you happen to be interested in them and you want them right away, go ahead and email me. The link to my email is down below. If you all remember, let me adjust the camera here real quick. Sorry about that, had a little bit of an issue with this tripod there. So if y'all remember, a while back I picked up a set of these at a different antique mall for $6. So this is a 1930s Cubist pattern Jeanette creamer and sugar. So this one was $10, and the last one I sold for about $30. Actually, it sold exactly for $30, so that's what I'm going to be listing this set for. Because all I have to do is just relist the item, so that makes that really easy. If you can find these with the lids, they will sell for that $30 range. If they don't have the lid, it's not really worth your time picking up. So anytime you find this with the lid, make sure you grab them. Got this really nice planter here. This is in the shape of a fan with a bow on it. It was $2.50, and it's made by Abingdon, USA. Abingdon Pottery, USA, and it's stamped on the bottom, as you can see. This, to me, would appeal to someone who likes shabby chic, or farmhouse is really in right now, so I would think that this would look great maybe with a plant in it, or if you... Ooh, you could even put Christmas stuff in here. Like, let's say you are a crafter and you need something fancy schmancy to put all your crafty supplies in, like your... oh gosh, it's been a long time since I've handled anything crafty. Pipe cleaners, or the mercury picks that I know a lot of things are popular right now. I can't talk. You'll have to excuse me. I was up at just a little after 6 o'clock in the morning with filming this. See, again, I just can't talk. But yeah, you get what I mean. I was up early and I'm still awake. So yeah, that will be available at a future sale. I got this really adorable glass cat, and he was only $4. I don't know if you all are going to be able to tell, but there are his eyes right here. He has a cloudy bottom. Is that focused? If not, I'm so sorry. But yeah, that's what he looks like. I don't know if he's Viking or not, but I thought he was really neat. From the same booth that I got the blow mold and that really large green planter, I found this one. This one was also $4. No marking besides USA. I would say maybe American Bisque or something like that, or maybe Brush McCoy. But that will definitely also be available at a future sale. Now this one, if you follow me on Instagram, I did make a post about it. I thought it was really, really unique and different. I've never seen anything like it before. This one was $1.50. It's for like a cart salesman of like goods, like you got hot dogs, ice cream, and pop. Probably a Brush McCoy, or yeah, this is probably a Brush McCoy piece. But it is as is. I mean, the guy's got some chips on his hat, but I mean, how cool would that be in a summer display if that's what you're into? I'm keeping this for myself because this is a very unique one, and I've never seen it before. Let me know in the comments below, have you ever seen one like this before? If I say before one more time, I think I'm going to, I don't know what I'll do to myself if I say that again. So the last item from Building A happens to be this planter here. And he says as is, and he was $1. I don't really see, or maybe this was the issue right here. But that's nothing. I don't see anything else wrong with it. I gave it the flick test and it doesn't have that cracked noise. It almost looks like a Hummel piece, but it would be marked that. It says Night Owl something 4721. I would assume this is probably a Nesco or maybe Napco. I'm thinking maybe more Napco. But yeah, nothing wrong with it. Oh yeah, well there is some paint loss on the back, but who cares? Judging by these colors, he would look great for Halloween too. So that's everything for building 1 and 2. So let's go ahead and check out the stuff I got in Building 3. So this is really, really cool, and I've never seen a Coca-Cola bank like this. It's in the shape of a vending machine. I would say this is probably from the 1960s. If I didn't mention it already, paid $5. That is the side, and as you can see, the paper is coming off, but that's typical with age. So here's what the inside looks like. I believe either the money or the syrup would go here. Again, I don't really know much about it, and I don't even know if it's complete. And here's that side. But yeah, I mean, $5 was a really good price. By the way, this came from the building that has a lot of crafts and furniture, and there's one section in there where I can usually find some pretty good stuff. Hence what you're gonna see here. So this has been sitting at that place for a while. It was $3. It is a cowboy ashtray, planter. No markings to say who made it. He does have a slight boo-boo on the back of him, but you're not gonna see that. This would be great with like a cactus in it or something like that, hence it being a planter. So that'll pop up in a sale at some point. I found this really nice redware elephant, and this is an ashtray. No markings to say who made it. It was probably a Japanese piece. He was $2. So that'll also end up in a sale. This was a really good find. Now, typically these do come with a beard, but mine is missing it, unfortunately. I paid $3 for it. I've seen these in other antique malls and people want like 12 and 15 bucks for them. I was happy to pay the $3 without the beard. So that'll be a cool little piece to display at Christmas time. Now, this is in a building where I can't really do my research, so I did have to just grab what I liked, and that's what I did. I got 2 vintage films. This one is a Western, and this one has Whimsyland cartoons on it. So again, I will be doing some research. I know these probably can fetch about 10, 12 bucks a piece. Oh, this one's Popeye Plate Thrower. That might be worth something because it's Popeye. And then this is just a Western. Doesn't say what it is, though. Oh, yes, it does. It says Tom Mix Outlaw Escapes. So to pay $3 for the 2 of those, so that's $1.50 each, I'd say that was a pretty good price. I got another vintage rattle. It's a little piggy, and he was only $3. So you all know where that's going to go. That's going to go in my junk jar, which I know I've been getting some requests to share, which I will at some point. Promise you all that. Because I've got 2 now, working on a 3rd. So, yes. I got a bag of these blue birds. They're plastic and they hang on the wall. I thought I would just take a chance on them for $1 and learn about them. They might just be some kind of toy or wall decor. Again, I will do my research. I felt paying the $1 was worth it. And the last item we're going to be looking at, or items I should say, that we're going to be looking at from Fayetteville Antique Mall are these 2 pewter figurines. They're from 1980. One is a pig playing tennis, and the other one is a pig roller skating. They're marked 1980. Hold on a second. Let me take them out of the package so we can look at that marking. So it says 1980 Casper Hudson, pewter, USA. So if those are worth something together, great. And if not, they'll go on a sale because people like their animal figurines. By the way, I did lie. I have one more item to share with you all for this segment of the video. And then we're going to be taking a look at the items that I picked up at the Black Rose Antiques. And I also hit a couple of Goodwills on my way home. So stay tuned for that. So I've got a large assortment of Coca-Cola ephemera for $7. Let's go ahead and check it out. Judging by the logo on this little pamphlet here, this is probably from the 1970s. And in it are different postcards with different images on them. Like here we've got, what looks like an evolution of the Coca-Cola bottle cap, or yeah. And we've got, I guess in Georgia, some of the most famous places where Coca-Cola stood, like the bottling plants and things like that. This looks like a Coca-Cola headquarter building. More Coca-Cola buildings. Just stuff like that. So yeah, that was part of that. I don't know if that's worth anything. I have to do my research first. So I got 5 of these vintage Coca-Cola napkins. You've got the bottle, and things go better with Coke, with the Starbursts. So originally they had $5 on those, which would have been $2.50 at this booth. I guess this person must have just left some stuff behind, and the mall decided to take ownership of it and try to sell it, and they put a better price on it by bundling all the stuff. So yes, there were 3 of those, so I'm probably going to put these in a different sleeve together, because I think they'll just display better. Meet the People with Goodwill, meeting number 7 of the 8th series of merchandise meetings. Whether this is worth anything, not exactly sure, because there's not a lot of great imagery in it. It's from 1945. Is that focused? Because if it's not, I'm going to focus it. Like, as you can see, it's just a bunch of pages with words on it. There's nothing like fun or fancy about it. But again, research is what I will do, and if this happens to be worth even $15, I'll still list it. These were really interesting, and again, they are from the 1970s, so I don't know if these were just something that were meant to be thrown out. It's the sign painter's guide, if I didn't say that, for the logo mark. And it just kind of gives you a guide on how to apply the logos or the stickers or whatever it is to the machines and things like that. So this might hold some value. Maybe even if it's $15, I'll still be happy. So again, that's going to be something I'll look up. And I've got 2 of these. Oh gosh, that's really not that great. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. So I've got 2 of these. Spacing and lettering guide for the special typeface. And this is the instructions for lettering the advertising message. So again, this was probably something that was to be thrown away. Let me open them both up so you guys can check them out. So stuff like this is what's inside of it. And this is the first pamphlet. And here is the second foldout. This is for instructions for lettering the advertising message. Again, I believe this is something that was probably thrown out in the 70s. So even if this pamphlet itself or both of those sell together for $20, that's still a really, really good return on investment, because that's basically going to pay for most of the items that I picked up, which most are for resale, but you get what I mean. Okay, and the last item for the Fayetteville Antique Mall is this really cool Achievement Awards pamphlet from 1951, kind of like a rewards program for Coca-Cola. I got this for $3. Originally it was $8. I wouldn't have paid $8 for it, but I was happy to get it for $3. So basically what you see in here, let me take that off, or can I open it up from here? Is you just get different products and things like that for, I guess, buying Coca-Cola and building up the rewards. Like, look at those canisters and that bread box. That looks familiar. Oh, let me focus, I'm sorry. But yeah, that is awesome. And to top it off, it came with some of the prize order pamphlets. How cool is that? $3? Heck yeah. So of course I will look this up, like I've been saying all along. And if this happens to command a little bit of money, maybe I'll consider parting with it. Or maybe I won't. We'll see. I hope you all enjoyed seeing everything I picked up in Fayetteville. So now we're going to take a look at everything that we got in Chambersburg. So the very first item that I picked up, I got for $10.36. It's this really cute poodle caddy, spice caddy I should say. It's not redware, because the bottom is a little bit lighter. So it's probably just your typical ceramic. All of the poodles are here, no cracks, no chips. There is some paint loss on the bigger dog's face, obviously, because it's older. So expect to see this in a future sale, or if you just can't wait for that, you can email me at skullking95680@yahoo.com. It's in the description box below. So I got this really nice McCoy pottery down by the old mill shear planter. It's got the McCoy stamp on the bottom. No cracks, no chips, no breaks anywhere. That cost me $5.56. So I will be offering that for sale at a future live sale. I found this really nice chalkware horse. He's blue, and I think he's got some slight fading, but I don't see any breaks to him whatsoever. This piece is phenomenal and would look great in maybe even like a patriotic display, or there are so many things you can do with these old chalkware figurines. And this cost me $7.16. Now, I did not have this lunchbox growing up, but when I saw it at the antique mall, I had to have it because Goosebumps is one of my favorite book series. Still is to this day. Heck, I would read the whole series over again if I wanted to. So this one is for Horrorland, which is actually, ironically, my favorite book from the series. And this only cost me $5.56. Now, it is used, it is not in perfect shape, but that just means it was well loved. And what I liked so much about this series is, like with many books, when you're really deeply into it, you can visualize what the characters are going through. Like, it's almost like you're there with them. So that's what I really enjoyed about this series. So one of the spaces in this mall has kind of like a last chance area for one of the booths. And so they have things that are really marked down significantly, and this was one of them. This is a Franciscan desert rose pattern double spouted gravy boat with the sauce dish attached. It's not two pieces. This was $1 and it was 20% off, so I only paid 80 cents. I was disappointed to find out that it doesn't sell for a whole lot. I might just put it up on eBay for $15 and I'll be happy with that. I did get this really nice donkey planter, and this cost me $3.16. Probably, I don't even know who made it. It's got USA on the bottom. Doesn't say who, though, so it could be a Brush McCoy, it could be a, now if it was Shawnee, I think it would be marked. But yeah, it's got really nice colors to it. I mean, you could put cheese in it if you wanted to. Pretzels, matches, I mean, yeah, possibilities are endless. I found a covered dish with an elephant with its trunk up. This was $5.99, I think. Was it $5.99? Yes, it's a powder jar. It's an elephant powder jar, $5.99. No cracks, no chips. I will do some research to see if it is worth anything. If it is, it will go on eBay. Otherwise, it will go in a live sale, because I know elephants with a trunk up are a very popular item. Now, I just cannot resist these adorable Cupid dolls. I think he's super cute. He's just nonchalantly standing there saying, "Look at me, I'm so cute," and yes. He was only $2, on sale from $2.50. I'm telling you, some of these places, some of these booths have phenomenal prices on their things. And that's why this antique mall stays in business. I mean, you watch Jocelyn's videos, so you see how great of items there are and the great prices people put on their stuff. No markings on him, so he's probably a left-in. Oh, there's a Cupid butt. But isn't he just adorable? I'm going to put him with my other one. So I did get some vintage hankies. These range from about 20 cents to 80 cents a piece. This one has some, I think these are just rosebuds on them, kind of sheer. These two almost look like they go together, but I don't think they do. just judging by the color scheme. Now this item will hopefully have already been sold by the time I share it. It's a new old stock stocking, and it was, I think, $3, if I'm not mistaken. Was it 3? Yes, it was $3. And it says Taiwan on it, so this is probably 1970s. But look at that. I think somebody's gonna really, or hopefully somebody is really enjoying this piece by now. So I thought that was very, very colorful and kitschy and just all things amazing. So that is everything that I picked up from the Black Rose. Like I said, I did make 2 stops to 2 different Goodwills on my way home. So let's go ahead and check this out, or check those items out before we conclude this video. Of course, you know I couldn't resist picking up this Amber Stars and Bars Fairy Lamp by Indiana Glass. That cost me... Okay, I'm looking, sorry. Cost me $2.36. So that will be up for grabs as a wage at a future live sale. I absolutely love the sauciness of this vintage ad. I'm easier to know when you use Menon Skin Bracer. It's He-Man aroma. Wows the ladies. That sheer outfit, I mean, come on. The minute I saw that, I knew I had to have it. I can see this being framed and put in a bathroom. Kind of false advertising because a pretty girl is not just going to be waiting for you around the corner until you put this stuff on. But hey, whatever sells a product, right? If I didn't mention, this ad was $2.95. And speaking of saucy ads, this one framed cost me $5. It's from 1943. Mo Judd, the Dependable Hosiery. I mean, come on now. That is just super, super sexy. Now this was my most expensive purchase of the day. This is a vintage 7-Up cardboard display. It was $30. Personally, I think that that was really well worth it because look at the graphics. You've got Santa Claus. He kind of has a Holt Howard face. Kinda. He's holding a really cool 7-Up bottle. But unfortunately, there's no Bubble Girls on it. And this is definitely older. This is probably 50s, 60s, judging by that 7-Up logo. And I've never seen it before. Now, I have a Coca-Cola Santa cardboard display. Unfortunately, it's missing pieces of it, but that's okay, because what's vintage without a little bit of damage? Like, as you can see, this one's got some folding and creases, but like I said, I've never seen this ad before, so I had to have it. And $30 was really a great price for it. For 99 cents, I got a 2-pack of Manhattan hankies. They're made of 100% cotton. And they're new old stock. So I thought, why not pick those up? Because I can probably get $5 or $6 for those at a live sale. I got a really awesome Fenton ruffled hobnail vase. Paid $3 for it. It's from the 1970s. It's not terribly old. But I think that it will do really well at a live sale. I'm sure somebody is going to really want this piece. And to conclude this haul video, this is a really awesome find. This is a ceramic snowman from probably the 1960s or 1970s. It's a hobbyist piece. Normally, I don't go for those, but when it comes to the holiday stuff, the vintage Christmas stuff that is, I will pick them up. I was seeing these at the Fayetteville Antique Mall for like $15, $16. So I went ahead and just picked it up because it was only $2.99. He does have a flaw down here, but it doesn't appear, let me set the camera down, like it's a crack. But overall, I'm really happy with them. If I decide to sell them in the future, you'll see them in probably a live sale. So that wraps up this video. Let me know in the comments below, what was your favorite item that I picked up? So that's all I have for you today. Be sure and give this video a big thumbs up, leave a comment below, subscribe if you haven't already.
Click the bell next to the subscribe button if you'd like to know when new videos are posted. All of the links to my social media accounts via Instagram are down below as well, where you will see pictures of items to come in future haul videos. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you all soon. Bye guys!